What up, world? Back again. It's your favorite two, the tag team. We are the Country Rap Report. It's your boy, Big XL.
What up? It's your dude, Spank.
And I got to say one time, I'm representing the J for my Los Angeles Lakers. Y'all see the purple and gold. The Lakers doing a lot of stuff on behalf of old guys. And I'm an old guy, so I need to represent my Lakers today as we pursue a chip next year in basketball for all my basketball fans. All right. Real quick too, man. I want to send a shout out to my Dodgers. You probably don't like hearing this. For some reason, we cannot beat the Giants. Every time I think we're going to beat the Giants, and then we'll lose in extra innings or some type of walk-off. But still, shout out to my Dodgers, who are definitely doing their thing as we pursue another chip. Dang, I just realized, like, damn, I'm bragging on both my teams winning chips. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't do that. The Lakers winning the chip. Anyway, okay, we ain't gonna talk about sports. All right, man.
Yeah, you ain't brought in what a Cowboys at though. Like we gonna talk about, shade.
Well, hold on. Because guess what? Let me.
I know ship coming this year.
Hold on. Let me start with the big dog. Because shout out to all my Cowboy fans. Y'all know this is the favorite time of year for a Cowboy fan. Ask me why.
Before the season starts.
This is the time of year that we stomping, talking our shit. And as it progresses, that stomp gonna be like,
yeah. And then you're gonna be sliding out the room backwards. Yeah.
Oh, it's a football season? But yeah, man, shout out to all the Cowboy fans, Cowboy Nation, Laker Nation, Dodger Nation, Bulldog Nation. Matter of fact, the fall is upon us. It is college football time. Shout out to all my Bulldog fans out there, my Cowboy fans, my Dodger fans, my Laker fans, my United fans. For those who don't know, yes, I am a sports advocate. If you don't catch me talking hip hop, then you can catch me talking sports. Also, shout out to all my wrestling fans. If you like wrestling, I like wrestling too. So, hey man, shout out to all my fans, all the people out there who just like to do leisure shit. And you know why I like sports more than anything?
What's that?
It gives me an opportunity to drink. It gives me an opportunity to casually drink. So that's my bun. All right, man, let's get into it. Now, I mentioned it is fall. And me and Spank was talking. I got to tell you guys, like right now, because in a previous episode, I said, look, the genre is not big enough for your ass to be hollering, I'm blackballed. Get the black balls. Okay? Right. Now, can I say that?
Yeah, you said it. It's out there now.
Okay, so listen, this is the time you artists need to be creative. Okay?
Right.
Every city, God damn it, is a county fair damn near everywhere. This is the time of year county fairs are upon us. Now, this is definitely to my guy, Jack Smith. This is definitely to Jack Smith and his team. Okay? But it's to a lot of you guys out there. County fairs, which generally are country-based, country-themed. You got hay, you got candy apples, cotton candy. All the shit we in the country grew up on. County fairs, to me, in my opinion, is a great way for you to set up stages, perform, tailgate, do whatever the case may be. As a country artist, country rapper, but you are a country artist. I don't know too many places that's going to tell 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, however Jack Smith is, Jack Smith, you can't come perform here. I don't know too many people going to say, Jax, you can't perform. Let me tell you something, Jax. And I know y'all a little hurt, y'all a little upset, and you probably not watching. But somebody out there, if you're watching the show, please tag Jack Smith and tell them, like, this is the opportunity that you need to be getting your message to the children, the younger generation. Go to every county fair within a driving radius. Get you some flyers. Advertise your Instagram. Advertise your Spotify, wherever your music can be streaming, heard. Put it on a flyer, put a picture of yourself, and ask them, can you perform? Can you do one song and do your country swag? Like, bro, I don't think too many people will tell you no. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it out there. Now, if you come to the ATL area, I did some fairs about, hey man, I got this kid, Jack Smith. He just wants to come perform at the fair early. I think they'll let Jax perform. This is the time where you guys got to be creative and generate a fan base. That's my personal opinion, but that goes for all my country rap artists out there. Now, especially if you got clean versions of your music, because if you go say I'm a country artist, they're like, oh yeah. Don't go in and say I'm a rap artist. They're gonna tell your ass no, get the hell on. No, say right. I'm a country artist and I just like to perform. And I think this is a great opportunity to market and promote. Now, hand-to-hand promotion, I think y'all think it's a lost art. I don't think so. I think flyers are still good. I think you got a flyer, and on that flyer has all your social media or streaming sites. I think that's good. Because if I get a flyer and it's got your YouTube, your Spotify, your whatever your links are, it's right there in my hand. I'm going to rush home, and I'm like, who would I meet? Oh, Jack Smith. Let me see. Blah, 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 blah. I think the art of flyers, a lot of people don't do them, but I think that's still a very, very important process in marketing and promotion. Also, if you get the flyer that has a little barcode on it, where people can just zap it with the mobile device and it takes you to the different
link. It's not a barcode. It's not a barcode, but it's a scannable code. Yes.
Now, I know, you tell me, how do you know, because I've always been into the marketing and promotion side of things. I still think there are a lot of things that we can do, as I like to call hand-to-hand combat, that artists can benefit from. Like, I'm looking to do things like that. Like, hey man, hopefully we'll be sponsoring a lawnmower race, and I'll get a flyer and we'll put all the country rap report shit on it. We'll have our official driver on it, and we'll go from there. I just think hand-to-hand, giving people something that you can put in their hands that they can, hey, oh, I remember meeting them. Because people like meeting people that they view as semi-famous, if not famous.
I agree with that part, but I don't want to, how can I say this? They can do the scannable code, and they can do that. It's really best if there was some sort of central banner or something. Like it'd be Jax, and then it has his banner, and it has the code that anybody in the audience can just hold the camera up to it, and then it'll pull in his social media information. That's probably the easiest way that they could do that. The other way, I don't know if flyers are applicable for country rap, but because I haven't seen them, and I've only been to like 4 or 5 different venues, and there were no flyers there. There was very heavy merch there, but it wasn't a lot of street team work. And we call that street team in hip hop. It's the people that Vic was talking about, the people that go out, they doing the hand to hand and the up close and personal. Hey, listen to this for me and tell me what you think, or here's a flyer, or here's a free CD, or they might be soliciting CDs. Like all of those people are part of the street team. There's not a lot of street team promo over here because they rely heavily on the internet. There's ways that they can still do the street team promo and it'll be redirected to the internet. But this is all something. I'm not trying to give out too many free options. I'm not saying that I'm not okay with giving out free options. I think that us trying to give Jax any information right now, they're too much mad at me right now for them to even consider taking any of our advice. So this is to everyone else that is out there that's looking to gain some sort of exposure on what you're doing. Like, you can do street team stuff, and it's the fairs, whether it's county or state or whatever it is. If you don't know anybody on the entertainment committee, it's going to be real difficult to get in on a stage unless somebody has a sub stage on there, and then you can sign up that way. The easiest way to do it is to contact them for this year for the following year, so that they can watch your progression, see what type of music that you're doing, and then when it comes time for them to put together the budget for the stage, and if you're one of those free options, of course you move to the top of the list as long as your music is viable. This is from my experiences in booking fairs and festivals. it's going to be hard for him to jump on a stage. Let's say Kenny Chesney's the headliner at the Perry Fair. It's going to be hard for him to jump on that stage and open up for him because they've already got that stage and timeline already planned out. Now, if there is a slot delegated for 15 to 20 minutes of an opening act and he's a viable option because he's free, then that it could happen. But 9 times out of 10, it's going to be very, very difficult for him to do it the year of. But there's a resource that they can use, fairsandfestivals.net. I think that's the name of the website. It was a site that I used. It's all of the fairs and festivals throughout the country. And it gives you the contact information for the people that handles the bookings for the entertainment stage and also for the rides and all that other stuff. But use that as a resource. Make sure that you have a EPK, which is your electronic press kit. Have that together. If you don't have that together, definitely have a website together or something to present to them. Say, hey, this is me. I would like to be part of your entertainment next year. I'll come for free, just cover travel, or I'll come for free, just cover food and room and board, or whatever you want to negotiate. But throwing out free definitely moves you to the top of the list. And those people are very accessible. I've never sent an email out to them, and I'm okay with people telling me no. Like, you really have to tell me no when I'm doing bookings. But it's a resource that anybody out there can use. I think it's fairsandfestivals.net. All spelled out the right way. Get you a membership. I think it may be $40 for the year or something like that, but it's a viable resource. Very viable for this genre and anybody else that wants to play on those types of stages.
Hey man, now I think that what you just said, we gotta take that out. That needs to be like a promo or something, because you really just gave $1 million worth of game, like for real. Fairs and festivals for artists, no matter what genre artist you are, fairs and festivals are a great way to get yourself heard. And if you're willing to travel, and if you're willing to work for free, and you have music, because most of the time, if it's a fair, it's got to be clean music. But if you have clean music or family-oriented music, or music that can be presumed as family-oriented, I think that is a great marketing tool, because you have a mass abundance. And kid artists, because most fairs have early specials, especially on Saturdays, where they gear it towards the kids. And they generally don't have a lot of entertainment. But I just think that's a great way. Like, that's a jewel. That's a jewel, y'all. And that's for hip-hop artists, country rap artists, anybody doing music. Like, this is a time that you can really market and promote yourself. If you're willing to travel and invest in yourself, not look to get paid, but maybe merch. You know what I'm saying? Or photo ops. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, if I'm an artist and okay, I can't get on the stage this year, but say I can put a couple t-shirts on for people, or just bring brand awareness to what I'm doing, I think it's worth it. That's just my personal opinion.
I agree. And it's, like I said, if they don't do it this year, then possibly next year, Country Rap Report can have some stages on some fairs and festivals, and we can bring in the people that we know that want to work. Like, I'm okay with researching and doing all of that stuff.
Yeah, man. You know what? As we build the brand, and I'm going to speak this into existence, and you can fuss at me later. Country Rap Report stage at fairs. I'm going to speak it into existence. Country Rap Report stages at fairs. It's out there in the atmosphere. Now, y'all don't be taking it like y'all take them 10 a.m. premieres, okay? All right. Look, I can't find my bell, man. I think my mother stole my bell when she was staying with me. She took my bell. I had her ringing the bell for me to come when she needed some assistance. And this is a funny story that has nothing to do with it. The first night my mom stayed with me while she was ill, I was like, ring the bell if you need me. The next morning, she's up using the bathroom or whatever she's doing. I was like, what are you doing up? I ain't ringing the bell. She's like, boy, that goddamn bell don't work. I run that damn bell all damn night, and your ass ain't came in one damn time. So I got to bring the bell back because I need the bell. Oh. All right, because the bell is necessary because it's a celebratory time. In case you missed it, then we finna replay it. Sav Week. was upon us. Sav Week. Mark your calendar. It's going to go down with all the great holidays. Sav Week. Okay?
We give it Dex Week. Because I like her
Dex
calling
Week
herself.
better?
I like her calling herself Dex. That's kind of dope.
Okay. Well, Dex Week. Hold on. Dex Week. I don't know if that flow. I don't know if I like Dex.
Why?
No, you trying to set me up. You trying to set me up to get in trouble.
I'm not. I'm really not. I like Dex Week. It rings better, and Dex sounds like a rapper, not Savannah Dexter. Savannah Dexter was
Dex. It's a rapper.
He is, but I like Savannah Dexter, the singer, and then Dex will be the rapper. I like differentiating the two.
Unfortunately, I just told a guy at work that he can get a bag of Dex. And so
No.
Okay.
No.
It's upon us. Or actually it's gone, but we're recapping. Dex Week. All right. First and foremost, let me say this. Love it or hate it. Mako Music just done some shit that I have not seen anyone in the genre of hip-hop do. Okay? I haven't seen this. Even we can talk about the fact that Tom McDonald drops damn near every week. But I have not seen nobody, I ain't seen nobody just get on the ropes and hit you, bap, 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 and proclaiming the week. So Dex Week, I've never seen it. It's historical. It's going to go in my hip-hop history. I will be talking about Mako Music and Dex Week. First label that I know, and if I'm wrong, someone correct me, to drop a video every day for a full week. Dex Week. All right, so let's get into it, man. We're going to review all 4 videos. And you know what? That's still going because we got other videos to review that wasn't part of Dex Week that we'll be talking about on later episodes. But Dex Week, Savannah Dexter, Brabo Gator, Mako Music, this is for you. All right, we're going to start it off. Very first video. The first video to drop was called Bring It. And boy. I got to say, man, she brought it. And I like Savannah Dexter when she's getting at your ass. I think that's one of my, but you know, I'm a very aggressive guy.
Aggressive. Yes.
I love when Savannah Dexter is smacking you helpers around. I'm sorry, because I like the helpers she's smacking around. I do. Every helper she's smacking around, I probably like her music. But I'm sorry, don't be mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger. She gets on that microphone and she gives y'all the business. Smack. Get your ass down. Get your ass in the studio. And y'all still ain't listening to her. Y'all out here you know what? Savannah Dexter is really bullying the females in the game, bro. It's really not fair.
Hey, that's one of the words that was on the other video. You can't use that word.
Bully?
You can't. Yeah, it was on the word. It was on the what they say about me. That one. It was on the wall. We're not going to use that word because we're now participating.
Okay. Savannah Dexter is really doesn't you? Savannah Dexter go, no, there's so many of y'all that y'all gonna fall off the rapper cliff. Get your ass out of the way. Get out the way. No, bring it though. I really like it. Savannah does what Savannah does best. She's basically got those combative lyrics. If you want smoke, Savannah got the smoke. If you want beef, Savannah got the beef. Hopefully me talking this is put some batteries in some backs. But it don't even matter because on Bring It, she brought it. She does what she normally do. And she's putting her stiletto in y'all anus. Okay? Giving y'all the business. Now, the setting of the video is like a backroom poker game. And I actually really dug the setting. This thing had a storyboard. It had a storyboard. Right. I had a storyboard because it's a little poker game. And then Savannah pulled it. Right. Savannah and Gator pulled the jammy out. They ride the poker game. They get followed. And then in getting followed, the dude think he got the drop on Savannah. And just out of nowhere, pow! Gator busts his ass. Pow! Like Gator is getting his acting skills up. And you know what? I'm gonna say this too, Gator.
Acting skills. He got one fucking face. Like there is no acting. It's the same face every video. There is no acting, bro. There is no no.
Gator.
There's
Gator.
no acting.
I looked at that video and Gator. Now I ain't scared, Gator. Cause I you know shit. But Gator look like he ain't no little boy. So y'all better first of all, Gator look like he might beat some people up. So Gator look like he kind of big. So
it's the mean mugging. That's what it is.
So, Gator, hey man, if he ain't beating you up, he'll beat you up lyrically. Because guess what? To me,
oh for sure.
To me, Gator, to me, Gator, I'm throwing your name in the hat for Video Actor of the Year on the Country Rap Reports.
Oh shit!
Here's what Frankie said, Gator, you are the country rap Kevin Hart. No, not Kevin Hart.
No, definitely not Kevin Hart.
Hey man, Gator played that part well. Gator played the part of a gangster well.
Okay.
This is my Gator impression.
That's it. That's his face in every video. That would be perfect. Yep. Pull over.
You see how he said though? Pull over. Hey man, Gator, you and my guy. Salute to Gator. Salute to Savannah. Man, salute to the storyboard. That shit was so clean. They had nice cars, nice acting. Hey, you know what I like more than anything? Labels that have people who are down to participate. Because I like when I see a storyboard and I don't look and see all the other rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't no Hard Target, ain't no FJ. So they got some friends. They got people who want to be in the video. Because they got a whole cast of people in there playing poker. They got the money. And it just looked really good. And it went along with this record. Savannah bodied. Gator bodied his verse. And hey man, Gator says what hip hop quotable. Country rap quotable. Country rap quotable.
Country rap quotable. Right.
Gator said, and maybe this is gonna be my new segment. Country rap quotables. Gator said, and this is not word for word, but Gator said, dissing gets you views, but beefing gets you viewings.
Yeah. They don't understand that part.
That's saying again. That's saying again. Dissing gets you views, but beefing gets you viewings.
Well, but we need to keep all this shit on wax. So that's good talk, but we don't need to be following through on any of that. Keep it all on the rack, on wax. Keep it all out there on the music. We don't need to act out in the violence.
You're right. So all in all, man, I love the lyrical content. I love what the record was about. I love this record being the jump start for DEX Week.
I'm gonna get that one, but I'll talk about that one later when we talk about the other videos. I didn't think this was the perfect video to start everything off.
You didn't?
I did not. I didn't. Okay. I actually thought this probably should have fell in like 3 or 4, well, 2 or 3, but definitely not the kickstart. I think the one that we're going to do after this or somewhere in here with the House of Mirrors, I thought that one should have been first because I hate singing. So get the shit out the way, and let me go ahead and get to the substance because I really don't care for the singing at all, even though she did a great job. But about this video, again, this is a Ghost flaw. This isn't anybody else's flaw because the video is fucking perfect. But there's a license plate in the video. That's my only issue. The license plate on the Bentley was showing. And we know that is a no-no in video world. Other than that, I felt Savannah looked a little older, but I don't know if that was the intent. That probably was the intent, but she did look a little older in this, more mature.
She looked gangster.
Like 40s, 50s-ish. Yeah, gangster would be a good word, but she looked, I just didn't want her to look that old because she's not that old. I wanted her to still keep her youth and still be gangster or still be sexy with it. Like, I like the wardrobe. It's just she looked different. That's all. But that's it. That's all I got to say negative. The lyrics were there, production was there. The timeline of the video, how it was shot, like all of that the sequence was perfect. Like none of that. There's not very much you can say negative about that video. Matter of fact, all of the videos, except for little minute stuff, just some attention to detail type shit. But this is a good song and good video.
Yeah, hey man, with a storyboard. And you know, we always talk about, for me, I always, from time to time, I need to see a storyboard. And I liked it. They pulled it off from the beginning to the end, from the poker game to the chase to the one shot to the dome, target on lock.
Right. And then she went back and had revenge. But I do remember two faces that were in the video from the Mako team. So I'm not mad at that. One of those faces I don't fuck with at all. But the security guy, me and him are cool. We ain't never had no beef. But other than that, we straight. Like this is a good shot. This is a good video. They spend a little money on the car rentals. Not a bad thing to do. It went perfect with the story. Probably could have got away with one car though instead of two, to be honest. Probably just could have kept the Bentley and rolled with that. But
No,
I guess
you can't have one. You can't have one car in a car chase.
No, I'm saying the other car was I think the other car was either a Maybach or something else. The other car that was stationed when they were doing their rap out. There was the Bentley and then another car. But the other car, they probably just could have done the Bentley and would have been cool. But to go over the top and, you know, put your foot on everybody else's neck and do something that ain't nobody else done, why not have two high-end cars in the video? So I understand it. It was a good look though.
Stiletto in the ass. Stiletto in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and I should start this off the way. I ain't got to say these times. All four of these videos we're going to review are shot by Full Scope, directed by Ghost.
Okay.
So all four of these, I should have said at the beginning. Like I said, man, I really, really like it. Like I said, country rap quotable.
We're going to use that. That would definitely be a piece that we use for promotion. Country rap quotables from here going forward, here on out.
This equal views, beef equal views. Y'all don't get your ass viewed because y'all getting body right now. Get your ass out the game. Hey man, you know what? I'm sorry. And I really want to do a Ladies of Country Rap 2022. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I want to do it because I feel like we're gonna be saying the same thing last year, next year, this year, because Savannah has ripped whatever gear she was in when we done it last year season, another damn gear this year, and she's just going up. I mean, they got Bentleys, bro.
Last year was on the hype of the newness. Now she's on the consistency. Now she's set the bar. Now she is the example. And she surpassed. She wasn't even on in 20. Had we done a list in 2019, there was no Savannah Dexter on the list. Now she's number one on the list in 2021. So a lot can change in a very short amount of time in the grand scheme of things with music. And she's done it. She is the role model. She is the example.
Yeah, she is. All right, let me make sure. Oh, you know what I also like? And this is something Savannah does that Savannah incorporates her harmonies in her hooks. And she actually incorporated the harmony in the hook on this record. And I think that is smooth that I can diss you and then sing my little hook, then get back and diss you again. I think that is.
Well, you did say that. You said that if you can do both, do both. I think you said it in another review. I'm not sure who we were talking about, but if you are multifaceted and you can bring both talents to the record, then bring both talents to the record. That way people can see that you can do multiple things. So, and she's been doing that since she came out. So she hadn't steered from it.
Okay. All right. Let's keep it going. Video number two. And to me, I thought that video was the first introduction to DEX Week. Video number two. A joint called House of Mirrors. Savannah completely changed gears on us. All right, you thought because she brought it, you thought she was going to bring bars on video number two. You thought she was just going to be in one little box. Y'all thought y'all had her figured out. Hell no, she ain't going to go. Savannah Dexter gives us House of Mirrors. Now, let me tell you what I really, really like about this. This song and visual gives me that Grand Ole Opry feel. I felt like the Grand Ole Opry. Savannah was on stage. She had the elegant red dress on. There's a scene of her just belting on stage, giving us that voice, those vocals. Then there's a scene of her just playing that guitar. Right. She's playing that guitar. And then there's a scene of her, the last verse, there's a scene of her on the piano. Now, even though She has a band, again, which incorporates that Grand Ole Opry feel. Everybody's dressed in like black suits, black tuxes. She got the traditional red dress. And it's classy. It's classy. It's something that
It's a good word.
It's
Classy is a good word.
Yeah, it's something my grandma would watch that thing and be like, baby, that girl good. That girl good. And you know what? All the glamour and glitz that we got on Bring It On, or we're used to seeing from Savannah, she killed that. She gave us that traditional, classy look. Now, you mentioned Savannah looking older in Bring It. To me, she looks older and more serious in House of Mirrors. And also, the dope part about House of Mirrors, a lot of people, this song will resonate with you because this song is basically about change. Just basically being able to change your life and accepting the changes that come along with it. So me, personally, I thought it was dope. It wasn't any bars, but there was no bars necessary for this record. And I think this should be in your playlist if you're into country music.
Well, I guess the one of the quotables from this, if we're going to do hip hop quotables, she said, and this is probably the only, I listened to it because it was Savannah. But I'm at war with who I was. I understood those lyrics. As a person who's fought inner battles, I absolutely understood those. So I think, like you said, this song will probably resonate with a lot of people that want to go through or have gone through or need to go through these things. Change has to happen. And this song is about that. And I'm not going to dig too deep into the lyrics, but it was very well written. And there was a couple harmony pieces that I thought she should have done a little different. But as it is, the song was great. Swan was in the video. He was the first dude, the dude with the cornrows. I don't know if he had a hand in co-writing or formulating the song, but it was a good song. And you're not going to hear me say that too much about country songs because I absolutely loathe listening to them. But this is a good record. Good record for her. And she looked great in this video. She probably looked better in this video than she did all the other 4 videos. Well, all the other, 4 videos, because the other video where Ghost did the Boo Boo in the Mirror, like it wasn't part of DEX Week, but it was a part of this album, and part of the promo for the album. She looked better in House of Mirrors than she did in all the other videos. And I think it was more because it was just showing her light makeup, nothing heavy on the makeup, and just showing her and her natural beauty. And I respect that more so than I do all the other stuff for the glitz and the glamour and the showmanship. But I also understand that it is part of the game, so she has to put that face on sometimes just for fans and selling records. But it was a great record. Whoever wrote it, she conveyed the message very well. Well done.
Okay. All right. Third up.
And let me back up. If she did more of this type of stuff, I would probably listen to country music a little bit more because she conveys messages. She conveys heartfelt very well. She conveys pain in her singing, and I don't know if it's coming from an authentic place or she's trying to hold back some of that pain in her life, but she conveys it so well that you feel it for her, and it takes you to a place to where whatever you were reminded of, you're taken back there. This record done that for me, and she's done a couple other ones that when she sings them or whenever I hear them, it just takes me to a different place. So she maybe, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe she does need to sing a little more. Maybe she need to do a country album and just do a rap album and keep the country off of it. But that's just me being partial.
I can foresee a country album soon, where it's just all Savannah Dexter singing. I can see that really, really soon. All right, next up, video number 3 of the week, Savannah Dexter, Dex Week, was a joint called Sav Week. Now,
Shark Week.
Shark Week. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. Shark Week. Shark Week. I'm gonna let you start off on this one because I feel like I'm hogging.
No, you ain't hogging. Shark Week was probably the best produced song of the 4 that we're reviewing in this podcast. The switch ups and the beats and the flows were definitely there, and it's not an easy thing to do, especially when you're dealing with five types of flows that you're dealing with in this one song. And even though there were 4 other people on this record with Savannah, she still outshined the 4 dudes on her record, as she should have. But yeah, I think Sav was number 1, then went with Gator, then Jay Rosevelt, then FJ, and then Hard Target. I'm just going over lyrical content. This is my preference though, but you like aggravated and angry stuff, so I'm sure Gator and FJ are probably higher than Savannah. But Savannah held her own against some 4 dudes, and that says a lot when you're dealing with a female in a predominantly male-generated or male-dominated genre. When we're not just talking about country hip-hop, we're talking about all hip-hop. Well done on that. I wasn't crazy about the makeup in this one, and I'm probably going to say that again in the next one. The makeup just seemed a little over the top, and I didn't think she had to go there over the top with it. You were going to be seen because you're the female on an all-male roster, on a predominantly male roster, and you were the first one rapping, and you had the longest verse. So they're going to see you anyway. They're going to hear you anyway. So I think the makeup wasn't necessary. That aside, she still looks good. The wardrobe was there. The scenes in there was dope. Nothing on Ghost on this one. This was very well put together. I don't know if this one had as an elaborate storyboard as the other video did, but this is definitely something they had to think of, especially how they were going to introduce the world to the Mako music version of Jay Rosevelt. And they kept that shit under wraps, like a secret. Like no one knew that shit was coming until the video dropped. And then when it dropped, I was still like, who the fuck is that? Because it didn't look like the same dude that we reviewed another time. But, I'm glad that he's there. His talent, his level of talent with Gator's brain, we should make for some magical pieces. Maybe even if, they all collab and just, again, and I'm not saying this as a negative when we're talking about writing for other people, but if Jay Roosevelt was writing for Savannah, that would bring a whole different element, different style, different flow to her that would probably further, stick that stiletto up more bitches' ass because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. But yeah, that would be dope. I can't wait to hear them 2 on the track together because he can sing too. So they can just piggyback off of each other and bounce shit off of each other. That would be so dope. I'm waiting on that one. That's on my to-do list to hear.
All right, so look, let me break this down. Shark Week. First and foremost, Mako, way to introduce a brand new artist. Way to keep
reintroduce.
Reintroduce an artist who's been in the game, but now he's part of your team. Way to keep us on seat's edge. We went a whole week with the promotion. You incorporated the promotion of this record during the week of DEX week, which was dope. Like it was promotion within a promotion. You made us talk for a whole week. Like who is it? Who is it? Is it Spank? Is it Vic? Who's the new artist? Someone even hit me and said, was it me? And I was like, it might be, but not at me. But I'm just saying, like, way to keep us on edge to the very last 59 seconds of the video. Now, let me talk about this order.
Okay.
Now, all right, first of all, let me talk about this because Mako is winning to the point that this shit ain't even fucking funny. Gator.
It's not fair.
It's not fair. Gator. Everything you learned in hip hop, brother, you are a fountain of information because you soaked up the game. You are, bro. I predict in 5 years, if there is a country rap powerhouse, or say for instance, one of these labels get really, really smart and say, we're going to start a country rap division, they will be hiring Brabo Gator. Now, originally, they're going to hire some dweeb who ain't going to know what the fuck he's doing, like labels do. The cousin of somebody's going to get a job heading the country rap department. But Brabo Gator will be sitting at the head of the table of a major label running their country rap department, because country rap will be dominating. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to overtake hip hop, but country rap eventually will be looked upon as, if not equal, so close to equal, because the numbers will be there. All country rap needs
5 years?
Huh?
You think it's going to happen in 5 years?
Huh?
You think that's going to happen in 5 years?
Let me tell you what it escalated. This escalated. And I only like to put this out there because I'm probably giving people who make way more money than we make ideas. But right. This is what's going to take country rap over the top. And I'm saying this, putting it out there because maybe we can, because when they hire Gator, Gator need to hire us. Shit. But when the label or the radio station that flips their format,
right?
The radio station that flips their format and commits to this shit. Now, it's all on the internet. The part about the internet is there's no central location. Everybody named mama can create a playlist. But there will be an internet station that'll take the forefront, but the radio station that flips their format and say, you know what, I'm going to commit to this. We're dying. We're dying over here. And even if it's an AM station, if an AM station commits to flipping their format to country rap, but make sure they're streaming simultaneously.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? W whoop 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 AM. But you can also check us out online. You understand what I'm saying? And become the central location for people to hear country rap. If that happens in 5 years, yes, it's out of here. Now, if radio don't come aboard, it's going to take longer. The thing that we live in the internet era, everything's on the internet, everything's online, yes. But there's still some traditional things that help you win, and that's radio. Because with radio comes the marketing promotion for shows. Now when Jelly comes to town, it can be centrally promoted here. You understand what I'm saying? Now we have a place where he's interviewing. Radio will forever be a viable tool. We will never be able to force radio out the game. They'll always be viable. So when whoever flips that format, radio win. But going back to Gator, and I don't want to get off the video. We've seen ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls who are not familiar with terms of hip hop. This is what in hip hop is called a posse cut. This is a posse cut. Okay. Now, right. This is the traditional posse cut. This is the posse cut which only features artists on the label. Now, y'all might know posse cuts of we're going to get my friend and this friend and this friend. That's one way. But this is a posse cut where Gator used these 3.5 minutes to showcase his talent. They've done it well. But let me tell you why I give Ghost the credit for. This is Savannah Dexter's record. And if you watch this record, right. There's only one artist whose name is in their background. You see the lit up totes that says Sav?
Right.
They made sure now everybody looks great, but they made sure they branded her for you never forgot that it was Sav's video.
Right.
And I thought that was dope because a lot of times you can get lost in the sauce. They let her start it off. You said she had the best verse. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know who had the best verse on this thing because all 5 verses came with it. Sav, country rap quotable. And look, y'all don't get mad at my country rap quotables because I'm not good at quoting them word for word, so it's gonna be kind of paraphrased, but it's still quotable. Sav said, haters hate on her sneeze at you.
Oh my God.
Woo! Hate on my sneeze at you. You haters, get out of the game. Get your ass out of the game and go to the studio. Okay. FJ, one of my favorite artists in country rap. Even though you don't rock with me, FJ, it's okay. I love you. FJ says,
is he still in your top 10?
Yeah, FJ is still in my top 10. Yes. FJ says one classic part that got me. FJ says like hootie hoo. FJ said like hootie hoo. Oh shit! You know what? That cemented him. FJ to say hootie hoo, Outcast hootie hoo.
No fam.
Okay, no. Next up, Hard Target. Hard Target.
Right. Okay.
And y'all, everybody keep saying country rap. No, this shit is hip hop. If you don't know it's hip hop, when you listen to these artists and the shit they say that came from hip hop lyrics, Hard Target says, like a takeover, I eat the you. Ooh. Jay-Z Nas. Jay-Z Nas.
That went over the head. That went way over the head right there, fam.
I'm gonna skip Gator, even though he was next up. I'm gonna skip Gator because what I want to say about Gator is last.
Okay.
Jay Roosevelt. If Jay Roosevelt, they turned the light on. They kept this shit a mystery all the way through. They hit the light, and Jay Roosevelt is chained up, spin, like Twister. Jay Roosevelt done cut all that long hair. He got the Mako shirt on, so he's rocking the brand, letting y'all know he's official tissue and giving y'all bars. Now, let me go back to my man, Gator. Gator, I'm sorry. Your name is not Crocodile. Your name is Gator. I'm Gator. Gator. 7/12. 7/12. Okay. 7/11. Whatever day. He made a post about peace. 7/12. 7/11. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about, Gator. You know what I'm talking about. Listen.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. What are you talking about?
Gator made a video about we putting all past shit. It's all about peace, progression. Gator, I want to take a picture of you standing like this.
Okay.
No, I ain't on your nuts. I'm just playing. All right, so look. Gator. And I don't even want to say this because it's not a bad thing. To me, Gator got body.
By Savannah?
By everybody. To me, Gator had the worst verse. But it was when your worst verse is doper than everybody else's verse in the world, that's a good thing.
I wouldn't say he got body now.
I'm saying if you're taking these 5, what does Gator rank? To me, 5.
I put him at 2.
I don't even have a quotable. Maybe I got to go back and listen. I didn't even get a quotable. But look, let me say this, bro. Let me say this.
It's just standard Gator talking shit. There wasn't really a quotable in there.
Gator always gives me a quote. Maybe everybody else said so much amazing shit, and I'm so used to Gator's bar being so high that it wasn't a bad verse. It's just everybody. Who Ether, man. Everybody else bodied it. I'm sorry, Gator. But look, let me say this though, because this is bigger. This is fucking bigger.
Okay.
Y'all get in my comments. And this is a hip hop, country rap question. I need Heather to make this a quotable. You ready?
I'm ready.
Gator. Brabo Gator is the best rapping CEO in hip hop history.
I can't give you that, bro. I can't give you that.
That didn't have a go. Hold on. Let me add something. Let me put an asterisk. That did not have a ghostwriter before y'all start sticking goddamn Dr. Dre in there. That did not have a ghostwriter. If not, let me, you know what? That's a little broad. Gator is definitely top 5 rapping label heads in hip hop history. Top 5.
Okay. I'll give you that.
History. I'm sorry. 50 Cent G Unit. Ludacris disturbing the peace. And I'm not Eminem. This guy. I'm just naming people.
Eminem
Shady. Dr. Dre Aftermath. You know, I'm just naming people who were able to successfully be an artist and run a label. This is what Gator doing.
Jay-Z wasn't CEO, like Dame was CEO, right?
Yes, Dame was considered CEO.
Okay, so I can't throw that in that thing.
This is what Gator doing. That's a lap. Gator's running laps around you people. Now, I'm not saying there weren't cool rapping CEOs. I'm saying that Gator, you know what? If you retire, use a goddamn lie. Because you, Gator, you got about 5 albums in you, bro.
He got 5 a year in him.
Bro, and look, and I know, we love Church. And Church is the CEO. But see, Church body of work on the CEO side don't equal the Gator's body of work.
Absolutely not.
Now, when your body's work is only you, yeah, I can say you're the CEO, but you ain't. Gator is proving that he has a formula that's winning. Hard Target, successful album. No, I'm sorry. FJ, successful project. Savannah about to drop her second project. Hard Target, 2 bangers so far on Mako. 2 bangers on Mako. Right now, he has not missed. But let me shut the hell up. We got one more song. Shit. All right. Last song of next week. Say About Me. I'm going to let you take it up.
Let me read these words. Mediocre, greedy.
Oh, greedy?
Yeah, it was on the wall. Vile. I didn't understand
the wall.
where some of this shit. Yeah. Bully, industry plant, sleazy, slut, cheap, raunchy, dramatic, gimmick, liar, stupid, petty, whore. I mean, if this is the shit that she know that y'all are saying about her and y'all have allowed her to surpass you, then y'all might need to shut the hell up, because y'all keep throwing gas on the fire. Like, don't keep fucking motivating her. Like, if y'all are saying this and she's done this up to this point and given us the current body of work, it ain't working, y'all. Like, that shit ain't it. Y'all might need to try a different tactic, because you're poking the bear. And clearly the bear is eating all of y'all's asses. Pause. But she has acknowledged. I'm not even going to talk about FJ's part. I'm going to talk about her part. She has acknowledged that I hear y'all talking about me. I know y'all talking about me. I'm addressing that y'all are talking about me, and bitches, I'm still going to continue to do what I'm doing. I'm still going to drop records. I'm still going to put out albums, because the album came out shortly after this. I'm still going to be me, regardless of whatever y'all say. That is strength. Now, that is a level of character building that you have to create when you're dealing with an artist and the CEO. Now, the CEO of this one is also her boyfriend, so both of them need to have this level of thick skin, because we've said some not so pleasant shit about them, but there was some shit that you guys gave us, and we gave you our honest input. If like it or love it, it was still honest critique, and it's not anything that I would not say to your face. Gator and Savannah probably knows that, and I'm sure that holds true to you. Like, we have this misconceived notion that celebrities aren't real people. So we sometimes say some stuff and then we're like, fuck it. They got the money to feel a different way. That has nothing to do with each other. Money and feelings are 2 different things, 2 different topics. They don't even correlate. Anything that I have ever said towards Savannah and or Gator was for professional criticism and about business etiquette. It was nothing ever personal. And I think that when you guys are saying these types of things, especially I understand the not country part, but mediocre and sleazy and slut and raunchy, like some of that stuff is just coming from a place to where it's either jealousy or envy or just pure hate, and that type of energy ain't gonna do well for you, because it festers in you, and then you're not able to do whatever you got to do. I'm just glad that all this negative shit that she's absorbing and she knows it is out there, she's still able to smile. And smiling she did in a smirky way in a couple of these videos. But if you're smiling and your video is trending for the 9th or 10th time in a row, or 9th or 10th time, then, fuck them. Like, and this is my message to Savannah. This shit that you have acknowledged, you don't need to be acknowledging it. Like, you ignore this shit. Matter of fact, somebody needs to have some sort of barrier between you and this bullshit, because this is just the surface of country rap. The shit gets a whole lot worse when you start dealing with, as you get bigger and you start making a little bit more money, then it gets amplified, and there needs to be some sort of structure put in place to where she doesn't get all of this, because this can be overwhelming. This can be, to somebody that is trying to build a career and have self-confidence, to be called a slut or a liar. And let's imagine if it came from a place from somebody that she envied herself, or somebody that she looked up to, and they having these notions of, hey, you're not even really country rap, or you're not even country. Like, that shit it could hurt you in a different way. So she needs to be developing either thicker skin, if at all possible, or the label needs to be putting together layers of protection for her, to protect her and her feelings. And that's just not going towards her just because she's a female. The label needs to be doing that towards all of the artists, because the negative is out there. Everybody ain't gonna like you. We had this discussion off camera, Vic and I. Like, there's 350 million people in the United States today. Like, everybody, this dude sold 52 million copies of one album. No one's ever come close to that. You get those statistics in your head. Everybody ain't gonna like you. Everybody doesn't need to like you. Like, and I'll talk about who you need to be targeting in another podcast at another time. But she just needs to if she continue to doing what she's doing, I think she'll be fine, because her boyfriend is also the label head. But if there's ever any turmoil, if there's ever any emotional shit that is coming up there, then there's going to be some issues, bro. And I don't want the music to suffer because there's going to be issues. So don't acknowledge this shit. Acknowledge it and put it in the rap, but don't get it to where you're wearing it on your sleeve. And she, as a human being, these words have to be weighing heavy on her. So I don't know who she's venting to. Maybe Ty's still in the picture, and they can still have candid communications, and she can just vent and get all that shit off her chest, because I'm not hearing enough to where she's putting it in her music. I don't even know if she's able to do all of that. I know she can convey emotions, but if she's helping to write the music, then yes, she's definitely conveying her feelings along with whoever other writers are in the room for her to put her feelings out there and to exhale. Right now, it's just been one continuous inhale for her since she started, and that's got to weigh heavy on her. Like, I female or not, but I'm just gonna just talk about her. This has to be a huge burden on her, and Gator needs to put every possible mechanism in place for her to not only succeed but to protect her, because this can be debilitating. This type of shit is reasons why artists takes months off. Like, I need time off. I need to go and see about me, or I need to take a vacation. Like, this type of shit will do that to you. So I just need to throw that out there for the people over at Mako Music. Like, protect your artists, please.
All right, what about the video? What's your feelings on the video?
I like the makeup. I like the scenes. I like the lighting. I even like the words running around in the background. Like, the makeup wasn't too over the top in this. It was applicable, and I think it might have been applicable because of the white background. So now it was more of a clean slate. So now every pop of color that you saw, like on the lights, on her, on the outfits, they were fine. But I want to watch some more stuff that comes after this, because she's been playing with a lot of color lately on her face. Matter of fact, all of these videos except House of Mirrors had color on her face, and I'm not sure if that's the look for her. But again, maybe the stylist that was there said that, okay, we're going to run with this, and we need you to match that, and you to match that. I'm not seeing any issues with wardrobe for sure. It's just her makeup selection is questionable, and she's too pretty of a person naturally to be doing that to herself.
Yeah, I understand that. For me, Say About Me was my least favorite of the four. If I had to have a least favorite, Say About Me was my least favorite, and I wish Say About Me was in the number 3 spot, but I do understand why they put it in the number 4 spot. To me, Say About Me, which still was a good record, out of the 4 records, it's the record that I feel like has crossover appeal. Because I do think it has crossover appeal. Matter of fact, and the way she delivers the hook, the hook is kind of popish, and it gives us the rhythm of a pop record. And
I thought the same thing until FJ started rapping.
Yes.
And then that pulled the crossover appeal away. And he probably would have been the rap feature on the crossover part or the pop part. But I think she should have done this entire record by herself.
Yeah.
Having FJ didn't escalate the record. It didn't hurt it either, but I didn't care for his verse. I wanted to hear more of her, and I wanted to see more of her and explaining, her feelings and how she's conveying all of this stuff that she's dealing with from hearing all these words that the people saying about her. I didn't care what FJ had to say.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought FJ had a dope verse, but I agree with you because the setting was dope with all those words in the back and what she talked about. Basically receiving fake love, receiving criticism. It made me not even really pay attention to what FJ said. Now, FJ verse was dope. It's just, it was kind of overshadowed by the context and the content of the record and the video.
Agreed.
And to me, I think this record does have crossover appeal. And if this record was to be sent to radio to what we call Turban, if you don't know, that's Top 40 and Urban. This record could go to Turban Radio, and this would be one of those records where you might hear a record on one station, you hear the rapper, and then on the other station you don't. This would be one of the records I could see if a major label got a hold to it. They would send out 2 versions, the version with FJ and the one without. And again, that's taking nothing away from FJ at all. But I think this record could be pushed to that tween era, that turban era female who might be suffering through these type of things. And
agreed.
I think if FJ wasn't on the record and they just targeted young teenage girls, there are a lot of young teenage girls, especially in this social media era, that's going through this type of shit. And going through this type of shit, y'all don't know, man. Like these artists and entertainers, podcasters, y'all say hurtful shit. And this shit could cause people to question themselves, do things to themselves.
If you allow it. Like, and to any other podcaster that is out there that's watching this, or anybody that's in the entertainment industry, it is detrimental to your career for you to block out the bullshit. Like, ignore the noise. And everything else outside of what you are trying to do is noise. Don't allow somebody else to control how you feel about yourself. Because the moment you do that, you're no longer you. You're turning into something else, and that's just not you. So,
again, man, I think it's a dope record. It was my least favorite, but I think it has the most mileage potential. That's crazy. My least favorite, but the most mileage potential, but that comes from knowing me as a person.
Right.
And again, dope feature FJ, but they could have saved it and go balls to the wall and push this thing to radio.
Well, I had Shark Week as number 4, and I only had it at number 4, so the J Rosevelt feature would have been what you left them with.
Yes.
And instead of it being in the middle, because that is a pretty huge thing, not just for J Rosevelt, but also for Mako Music Group, to bring in a new artist and a new artist of this caliber. This ain't a rookie now. This somebody that got just as much talent as everybody else that is over there. Like, nobody over there is slacking, so everybody can pull their own weight. And I probably would have ended with him and just let the internet be a buzz about, the new artist is J Rosevelt, instead of, packing it somewhere in the middle.
Now, I got to say this. The Mako Average Joe partnership, I think now we're seeing more things unveiled because J Rosevelt was once part of Average Joe. So I don't know if that kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because J Roosevelt is on that Mud Digger 12. Now, let me say this as far as J Roosevelt, who is dope. J Roosevelt has a classic. It was Song of the Week. 10 Legs on the Dashboard, I think is the name of it.
Okay.
Gator, please remix that record for the world to hear that record so it can get the proper mileage, and maybe do a remix and put Savannah on the remix. She got tan legs and she can put them on the dashboard.
I'm not messing with that one.
No, it's not. It wasn't. No, it's basically
talking. No. I just don't think that country rap does remixes. Like, it's very rare.
Guess what? Country rap doesn't do 4 videos in 1 week.
You're right.
Country rap doesn't do posse cuts.
That's true. So if somebody would do it, it would be Mako to come in and do some shit that core rap traditionally does, and he would just implement it. Like it's Gator's Mako music has to be where labels are looking for infiltration into this genre. They just because of the model. Like the model is already almost a preset of what you already doing in hip hop. And if you got the notoriety and you got the acts, and now they do, why would you not? It just makes sense. Money sense, not just sense.
Yeah. Let me say this, and then we're gonna wrap up next week.
Okay.
We made a video early on saying, is Mako Music, did we say the no limit of country rap?
You said no limit and somebody else. Was it Cash Money?
Whatever the case may be. Let me put this in perspective for you guys before we leave and before we recap and leave. Brabo Gator, Master P, Savannah Dexter, Mia X, FJ Outlaw, Fiend, Hard Target, Mystical. No, I'm sorry.
No.
Hard Target, Snoop.
Okay.
J. Rosevelt, Mystical. Play with it if y'all want to. Argue with it.
And they have an in-house production.
Beats by the pound.
Right. It's a fucking carbon copy of the model. Wow. Hey, that's smart.
Let me tell you something. If you're in the comments area, argue with your goddamn self because you can't even dispute that.
Argue with your goddamn self.
Yeah, argue with yourself. You can't dispute. Matter of fact, now I have to compare Mako to No Limit. I can't even compare Mako to Cash Money because Cash Money never popped a female successfully.
No. What is Nikki?
Nikki?
That's
Young Money.
That's Young Money. Okay. Then and it's like second generation of Cash Money. So
and to me, I don't even count Cash Money, Young Money as popping Nikki and Drake. They really pop their damn self. Nikki and Drake are bigger than Young Money.
Well, Drake definitely is now, for sure. Well, yeah, Nikki is too. She's probably worth more than.
If you ask the actual casual fan what label are Nikki and Drake on, they would not say Young Money. They'd be like, I don't know. I just know Nikki and Drake.
Yeah. Drake is OVO and Nikki is whatever. We don't know.
Yeah. So again, labels, y'all don't be scared. Let Mako Music you know what I love most about Gator and what he's doing at Mako and the entire, I'm just not going to, because you know what, I'm going to stop saying Gator, the entire Mako team, because I'm sure there are people behind the scenes that are working their ass off to give us what we're seeing. So, of course, Gator and Savannah's getting a large majority of the credit because they're the ones out front. But there are people behind the scenes that are working. Listen, man, y'all got to form a team. Y'all got to stop all this blackball shit. I'm going to stop this blackball shit and get the people around you and find some shit for them to do and make this shit happen. Period, point blank, make this shit happen. I don't know if Gator was a rich man or not, but even if you don't reach Mako level, you can make a dent in this country rap industry, to me. And I'm proud of what those guys are doing because they are giving the world a blueprint. And they're signing artists, bro. They're signing artists, so I ain't mad at them, man. And that's coming from two guys that are blocked by Mako Music.
By Savannah and Brabo.
But well, still, we
can still look at Mako Music, but hey, I guess when you everybody, you gotta have that thick skin. Everybody ain't gonna agree with everything that you do.
You're right. You're definitely right. So to me, just where I stand, man, I think DEX Week was a huge success. They gave us 4 videos, which I think all were dope, all shot by Full Scope Media, all directed by Ghost. We started off with Bring It, then they gave us House of Mirrors, they gave us Shark Week, and they gave us Say About Me. All right, Savannah Dexter doing a thing, DEX Week. All right, on behalf of the Country Rap Report, your boy Big XL, the Frozen Guy Spank, and man, we're gonna see you guys next time. Peace.